How is it that Hillary Clinton got 3 million more votes and still lost the 2016 election? Why do Democrats often get more Senate votes overall, but yet the Republicans control the Senate? Voter suppression and gerrymandering are serious issues, but the real problem is clustering. Liberals in the U.S. cluster in the big cities, but they're not spread out far enough across the country to win more elections. So what should liberals do? The short answer is move. On the podcast, I'm encouraging a new liberal movement that's literal. If you are in a position to move and make your vote count more in a smaller red state, do it. In fact, it's already happening. Atlantic Magazine calls this possibly the most important political story of the 2020s. I talked to people already on the ground in red states. What are liberals and progressives doing there? How are they persuading voters?
We only had 30% of Nebraskans with us that were against the pipeline initially. So it took a good 4 years of real, everyday organizing to get the majority of Nebraskans on our side. And now we have almost 60% of Nebraskans on our side.
I talked to strategists about how to win in some of these red places.
Progressive candidates can win in red jurisdictions, let's say, if they're progressive on issues, but they culturally align with the state or the district.
And sometimes, I even like to talk to people who don't agree with liberals.
If 2020 is a referendum on Donald Trump, he will lose. If, on the other hand, 2020 is a referendum on whether we ought to move this country radically to the left, I think he's got a very good chance of winning re-election.
All with this goal in mind. How can Democrats win more elections across the country, especially in the red states?
The Denver's mayor's race has a win number around 100,000, and that's our statewide win number for a U.S. Senate race here in Wyoming. Less than 100,000 votes, we get a Democratic U.S. Senator.
The Clusterf Podcast, a liberal host with red state guests.
The new liberal movement must be literal.